Nigerians have asked both the leadership of organized labor and the federal government to come clean with regards to negotiations as it affects the plight of Nigerians. This follows the contempt of court application filed by the federal government against labor leaders. Correspondent John Felix tells us more in this report.
The back and forth between organized labor and the federal government leaves much to be desired. The peace meeting between President Bola Tinubu and the organized labor leadership appeared to have collapsed as the unions vowed to embark on a nationwide strike from August 14th if their leaders were summoned for contempt of court orders. In its bid to be defensive despite ongoing talks with organized labor, the federal government filed contempt of court application against the labor leaders. With this move, will there be an headway anytime soon? Will the proposed nationwide strike have any impact yet again?
As a typical Nigerian, I think I'm confused as to who is even sincere. Because this is now a question of who is fooling who. Is it the NLC fooling the citizenry or the federal government playing cards on the NLC? We all saw the pictures of the after meeting. They all came out smiling and all, thinking that there would be some measure of succor for the suffering Nigerians. Only for us to hear that there's an injunction again placed on the strike action and the likes. For me, I believe that until we shut down everywhere, we may not be able to get it right. Because the government feels like since everything is still working, everything is still going on, fine, Nigerians are coping. It is a fundamental right of the people guaranteed in the Nigeria Constitution, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, African Charter on Human and People's Rights, among other international covenants and conventions on human rights. It is a right to peaceful assembly and peaceful demonstration. So if the government is going to taking the labor up for contempt, well, we start to see whatever that will come out from that. But the reality of it is that it is not the right way to go.
How best can this impasse be resolved? What steps should both parties take at this time?
Crave their judges to give listening here to the labor leaders. The labor leaders are representing the interest of Nigerians. We assume so, we want to believe so. For the NLC, I want to advise them to be sincere enough in their demands. I want to plead with them not to go against the wish of Nigerians. Solutions have been tabled before the government, and to every struggle there is always a 3-6. You talk of the consultation, the consolidation before the confrontation, and the consultation aspect is actually is still being explored. As we can see that several meetings are still going on, government are calling for meetings. So the government should take the right path. Look at the demands of the unions. It is their right to get increase in their wages, increase in their salaries. A situation where what they are earning is not commensurate with what they are giving, is not commensurate with the expenses that are being incurred on the. So there is justification. So the federal government should look into those justification and the communication as regards the palliatives.
Despite the nation's economic challenges, can Nigeria cope with the shutdown of commercial activities nationwide again? Only time will tell. From Abeokuta, the state capital, John Felix reporting for Galaxy Television News.